Hello, amazing business owners, all of my friends out there. Welcome back to another episode of Bold with Brooke, the podcast and place to be if you want to actually make a living doing what you love. Today, we are going to talk about the myths, the things that people tell me when it comes to SEO, the reasons that they tell me they can't do SEO. And you know what? I'm going to bust them all. You guys ever watch Mythbusters? And they had that little clip at the end that was like, busted. We're going to bust them all. We have 3 myths about SEO that you might believe, and we're going to bust them. If you are just joining us, I want to encourage you to go to my website, grab Brooke's SEO Starter Pack. It has resources, templates, checklists, all the things to help you get started with SEO. You can access that at boldwithbrooke.com/SEO. And if you have listened to all of these and you're like, Brooke, I just need more, head on over to boldmarketingacademy.com. That is my online community where all of my courses live. And you also get 2 coaching calls every month. It's a little community. We help each other. And I would love to help you with your business. If you're like, Brooke, I don't want a community. I just want the course. That is accessible at SEO4photographers.com. That is a number 4, not the word 4. Today, let's talk all about 3 myths about SEO that you might believe. And Brooke's going to bust them for you. Let's dive in. Hello there, gorgeous business owners. Welcome to Bold with Brooke, the podcast for creative business owners to learn the marketing and business skills they need to get more clients and design their lives on their terms so we can actually make a living doing what we love. Am I right? I am your host, Brooke Summer, and I'm an entrepreneur, educator, and champion of women, reminding them to embrace and step into their power. I'm bringing almost 20 years of business and marketing experience straight to you to help you get more clients and run a sustainable and successful business without burnout or overwhelm. Let's jump into today's topic. Welcome back, amazing business owners, to Bold with Brooke, the podcast and place to be if you want to make a living doing what you love. We are all about businesses, marketing, sales, all the things that small businesses don't necessarily consider when they go into business. I feel you. I was there, and we are in the heat of SEO summer. This is SEO summer part 4, and today we are going to talk about 3 myths that most people believe when it comes to SEO. Now, if you are just joining us, and you have not been a part of any of these episodes, I want to encourage you to go over to boldwithbrooke.com/SEO and grab Brooke's SEO Starter Pack, because this is a collection of templates and resources and checklists, as well as these podcast episodes that will get you started when it comes to learning more about SEO, and not just learning, but actually doing the things you need to do. As a quick recap, episode number 119 was SEO Summer Part 1, SEO 101, terms, what you need to have on every page. Episode 120 was SEO Summer Part 2, keywords, how to figure them out, where to put them, what to do with them. Episode 121 was SEO Summer Part 3, first steps. What the heck do I do with this information, Brooke? And today's episode is 122, SEO Summer Part 4, 3 myths about SEO. If you are diving into this and you're like, I am overwhelmed, I need help, I want to encourage you to join Bold Marketing Academy. You can learn more information at boldmarketingacademy.com. This is my online community where all of my courses sit and live and are accessible. And you get 2 coaching calls with me every month so that I can give you personalized attention, support, and encouragement when you're hitting a wall and you're like, I am just overwhelmed, I need help. I am there for you. So check out Bold Marketing Academy. And let's talk about these myths. What does this look like? What do people believe about SEO that is not necessarily true? Because I can tell you, I have had so many people tell me, oh no, I can't do SEO because of that. Oh, no, I don't want to do SEO. And I just want to yell at them and give them a big ol' hug of tough love and say, this is a marketing strategy that will pay off for years. This is not a short-term thing. Now, granted, it does take more time to see the benefits, but I promise you those benefits also last a lot longer as well. Let's talk about these myths. Number 1, you have to be super techie to do SEO. You have to know all the things. You have to code manually. You have to know all of the ins and outs of all of the technical pieces, and that is simply not true. When it comes to SEO, a basic understanding is enough to get results. Now, I'm going to kind of tangent on this for just a moment because I know so many people that have outsourced SEO and been scammed. And I am telling you right now, it is a very, very, very common scam because SEO people, the shady SEO people, I should say, will make promises to you that they cannot necessarily keep. And then these people take your money and just run. And if you are concerned about that, I want to invite you to listen to episode 117. You can go to boldwithbrooke.com/117 to get a list of my red flags to look out for. When it comes to SEO, so many people think that they have to be super techie. Number one, right? But a basic understanding is enough. Not only is it enough for you to start to see benefits from SEO, but it's also enough so that you can hire someone to handle it for you. You should not be outsourcing this unless you have a basic understanding of how it works, because that makes you a very easy target for someone to scam you, for someone to take the money and run. Now, some technical knowledge can be beneficial, as always, right? But many SEO tasks can be handled with just a basic understanding of the principles. You do not have to be an expert to make this work for you. There are so many tools and resources and guides that are available for the people who are not super technical. And one of them is my resource that I put together for you, Brooke's SEO Starter Pack. You do not have to do any manual coding. There are so many friendly tools, platforms like WordPress and Yoast and Google and Search Console and AI. And there are so many tools that are designed to be super user-friendly and will walk you step by step by step, which allows you to use these tools without having a super technical background. And you can still get these SEO tasks done effectively and easily. There's also a content strategy. A significant portion of SEO involves content creation, keyword research, and understanding a user's intent, meaning someone who's searching for you, what is their intent? And none of that requires technical skills. Chances are those are things that you've already worked through because you're a business owner. You know why someone is looking for you. Otherwise, you probably wouldn't have started a business in the first place. You know these things. It's just a matter of putting them into place, using the tools that you have so that you can start to see the SEO benefits, which will benefit you long term. You do not have to be super techie to do SEO, I promise. Myth number 2, you don't have to be a blogger to benefit from SEO. Okay, I'm going to get up on my soapbox here for a second. Okay, does blogging work for SEO? Yes. Is it extremely effective for SEO? Yes. Is it efficient and easy to see SEO returns and a return on that investment when you are blogging? Yes, it absolutely is. Are you going to make your life easier if you blog to see your SEO benefits? Yes. But do you have to be a blogger to benefit from SEO? Absolutely not. SEO benefits all types of websites, not just blogs. All of these websites out there are using SEO. You know what's so funny? I was shopping the other day online because, quite frankly, I hate going to stores. Like, I really, 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 truly hate going into a store to go shopping. And what was funny to me is I clicked on, now I love Torrid, that's my store of choice. And I clicked on some dresses. And when you click on, at the top, they have like clothing, and then it drops down something else. And then there's different types, like there's tops and dresses and jeans and bottoms and all the things. And when I clicked on one of those, guess what I found at the bottom, y'all? Now, Torrid is owned by Hot Topic. This is a major corporation, and all of their SEO stuff is at the bottom, okay? If it doesn't work, why would multi-million-dollar companies be adding it into their website? Of course it works. These SEO strategies work on all types of websites. You do not have to be a blogger to see the benefits. Now, another thing to consider is that there's different content types as well, and SEO applies to so many different things. This can apply to product pages, service descriptions, landing pages, and more, not just blog posts. If you have a gallery of your work, if you are a makeup artist and you have a gallery of your work or an about page or something else that describes more of what you do, SEO can be on those pages as well. This is not just a blogging tool. These tools should be incorporated on every page on a website, not just blog. You don't have to be a blogger. And another thing that I want to kind of nudge you, actually, that's number 3. Sorry, going off on a little bit of a tangent there. But I also want to call to your attention local SEO. Businesses can leverage local SEO benefits to attract nearby customers which is crucial for physical stores and service-based businesses. When you need someone who does what you do and you search on Google, chances are if it's a local-based business request, such as a plumber, electrician, makeup artist, photographer, Google is also going to show you local search results because chances are if you're a plumber, you're probably not flying to California to go help someone with their plumbing needs. Now, you might be, I don't know, maybe you have a special niche. You have, I don't know, a Shark Tank. Maybe someone needs plumbing for their Shark Tank and like that is your specialty because I aspire to have a Shark Tank in my house one day. Like not the TV show, but an actual Shark Tank. But chances are when it comes to local service-based businesses, they're not going to be searching for you in another state. So local SEO is absolutely something that can be leveraged on other pages on your website, not just a blog. Myth number 3. Kind of alluded to this earlier, and I was totally going to go off on this tangent, but this is something, again, that I can help with if you are stuck and you're like, Brooke, how do I incorporate this stuff? Myth number 3 is that you have to write everything out in text format to benefit from SEO. That is simply not true. There are so many types of content that also benefit from SEO. Did you know that YouTube, which is a video platform, is the second largest search engine in the world? You might guess that Google is number 1, and that is true. YouTube is owned by Google, and that is the second largest search engine in the world. What does that mean? That means that YouTube is also searching your stuff. And guess what? If you go onto Google and you search for life coach who specializes in dads who are struggling, you're also going to get video results because Google is using YouTube to search for all of those results as well. It doesn't have to be written out in text format. Search engines index various content formats like video and images and infographics and podcasts, and optimizing these formats with the appropriate metadata and captions and descriptions can really enhance your SEO without having everything written out. Now, I will let you know that right now you're listening to my podcast. Hey, girl, hey. But when it comes to that podcast, I actually put it into an AI system to get a transcript back because that is how I create my show notes. Did you guys ever notice that? My show notes, if you have ever gone to show notes on my website, which these show notes are going to be at boldwithbrooke.com/122. When you look at those show notes, guess what that is? That's a blog post. I'm going to take a second of silence just so I can let that sink in because I'm sure that your brain is exploding right now. A blog post does not have to be something that you sit out and write for hours. A blog post can be whatever you'd like it to be. Maybe it's a client highlight of the month. Maybe there's something you want to show off. Maybe it's a specific video. Maybe you did a YouTube video that you really want to rank well for and it has some keywords in there that you love. Guess what? You can embed that into your website, and I would highly recommend going to get a transcript of it and putting the transcript in for a blog post. That way it's technically a blog post. It's technically in text format, but it's not really. And I've done this with videos before too. There are so many different types of content and different formats that are also optimized using SEO, and you can see the benefits from. YouTube is a search engine that is super powerful, and optimizing those video titles, descriptions, and tags can improve your visibility. And dare I say, if you create a YouTube video, you should be going back to your website and creating either a blog post or a page that has that same information with the video embedded. Because sometimes people, like myself, and I know I'm not alone, but if you're in a doctor's waiting room or somewhere where you can't necessarily watch a video, if you have another way to read that content without playing the video, it can be extremely helpful, not only from an accessibility standpoint for people who can't see or hear the video at that time, but for people who can't play it at that moment in time. They can read some of your content and read the details, and you don't have to type everything out. You can just put it in, get a transcript, and put that in for a page or a post on your website. Another thing to consider is image SEO. Properly naming image files, using alt text, and providing context within the page content, not necessarily blog content, but providing all of this detail about the images can boost image search results and overall page SEO. I have people that come to my website from one image on an image search result all the time because Google crawls my website and sees the details in the photos on my website and puts them into image search results. That also helps my overall page SEO. Consider being very specific and very intentional about optimizing the image SEO on your website as well. Another content format, which we are listening to right now, is podcasts. We talked about transcribing that. How can you put anything that you do via audio? Think about things that you do maybe in your Facebook group. Maybe you go live in your Facebook group. Guess what? That can be a blog post. Take the video, get a transcript, make it a blog post. You do not have to write all of these posts in text format from scratch. So many people tell me that they're really struggling with writing, that they're just not a very good writer, which I would challenge you in that belief. But at the same time, without even diving into that belief and why you believe that, why not use another format? Why not use a live that you did in your Facebook group, or a call that you had with someone, or some type of conversation that you had with someone with permission? Of course, we're not going to share someone else's business online. There are so many types of formats that you can use to convert them to text format so that you get not only the benefits from the image, the video, or the audio, but also the text. Now, do you have to do the text too? No, but I think it's definitely a bonus. The conclusion, myth number 3 is busted. Did you guys ever watch Mythbusters when you were like on Discovery Channel? I think it was like in the 90s when at the end, they just like slam the camera. It's busted. It's a camera. It's a little clip that says busted. Number 3, you have to write everything out in text is busted. It's busted, y'all. SEO is accessible to non-technical users, beneficial to a wide range of websites, not just blogs, and it's effective for so many different types of formats of content. When you understand this, you can start to use SEO to enhance your online presence and grow that brand and make sure that you're visible to the people who want to work with you most. So just in case you missed any of these, let's recap. Myth number 1, busted. You have to be super techie to do SEO. No, in fact, you do not. Welcome. Myth number 2, busted. You have to be a blogger to benefit from SEO. Again, no, you do not. Myth number 3, busted. You have to write everything out in text format to benefit from SEO. No, you do not. All of these are myths that people come back at me with all the time, and I'm telling you, none of them are true. You can use SEO with any type of format, any type of business, and you can reap the benefits from this long term without sitting down and just writing out a blog post in text format. Do you feel better about this? Were you thinking any of these things beforehand and you're like, I just can't do SEO? And now you're like, maybe I can. Did I give you any ideas? If you loved this and you're like, oh, thank you so much, Brooke. I wanted to do videos. I just didn't know how to make it work and how to get those SEO benefits from it. How can I thank you? Or any other type of hurdle that we overcame. I would be so honored if you would head on over to iTunes and leave a review. For a quick and easy way to find it, you can go to boldwithbrooke.com/iTunes. You can pause now. I'll wait, because that is what helps us to get amazing guests on the podcast and to continue bringing this free education to you. Those reviews are like a little nudge, a little thank you. We appreciate them so much. I would love to know some of your biggest aha moments or takeaways. I want to know, are you going to use a different format? How are you going to do that? How can you optimize that for SEO on your website, even though it's not a blog post? I want to know your biggest takeaways. You can share them in the community at boldwithbrooke.com/community. It's our little corner of Facebook. Or you can take a screenshot and tag me on social at boldwithbrooke, pretty much anywhere. Your business is one way that you impact people and change the world. And it's time to step into that power and own it. I can't wait to see what you do with your business and how you change that world, because what you do really matters. And it's time to be found by the people who want to work with you most and the people you also want to work with too. Have a great day. Thank you so much for joining me today and listening in. You can find all of the show notes for this and every episode over at boldwithbrooke.com/podcast, where you can also find all of the links or resources mentioned. I can't wait to work with you. Have an amazing rest of your day.